The main feature of dance in theater is supposed to be physical contact, making it the biggest challenge during the coronavirus pandemic. Strict COVID-19 protocols have led to drastic changes in the ways the Department of Theater and Dance at Montclair State University operates. With the help of technology, students are still determined to let the show go on, getting involved in FAST. FAST stands for Friday Afternoon Student Theater, which allows students to direct and produce original work, plays, and musicals in Life Hall. Melody Appel is the Senior Theater Studies major and Artistic Director of FAST. She shares how the university's shutdown in March has led to FAST going virtual.
The pandemic, it was definitely a challenge at first, for sure. Just because through last semester, since campus shut down, we were only able to produce shows over Zoom if the director felt they wanted to.
Post Zoom rehearsals on the FAST social media pages.
I think it was cool for a lot of people because seniors who didn't get the chance to have their work put up, they still had, an avenue to do that. So that was cool, and we still had a good online audience through that.
FAST is open to theater studies and dance students. Dance students are also ambitious to continue pursuing their dreams. For the fall semester, the dance division meticulously splits students into two groups, Cohort A and Cohort B. This plan alternates between face-to-face and virtual Zoom rehearsals, 1 week after another, so that students can get tested for COVID and follow the mask mandate. Elizabeth Macpherson is professor and director of the dance division who teaches ballet, modern dance, and jazz.
Classes have less than 12 students in the room at a time in our large spaces.
Macpherson shares how students feel about being placed into cohorts.
They're happy to be at least in person part of the time and be able to be physically dancing in the studio rather than, in their kitchen or their bedroom where it's hard.
But even the best laid, careful plans don't guarantee full success. A student tested positive for COVID during the stage production of Working. Peter Flynn is an associate professor of musical theater. He was in charge of directing the 1970s musical based on the nonfiction book by Chicago-based author Studs Terkel.
In a situation where there can't be a whole lot of touching, this musical really doesn't need any moment of intimacy or romance. It really is about interviewing people about their jobs. And then some people break into song about it. But it was a really good structure for having to social distance if we were going to do any of our songs or monologues live, and also something that could take place on Zoom with very little adjustment.
The storyline is based on nearly 100 interviews Terkel had conducted with many people in various professions to document their feelings. During rehearsals in August, Flynn had been adhering to protocols to keep students safe at on-location sites on campus, such as the Red Hawk Diner, where a scene of a waitress carrying out her everyday tasks was filmed. Working is currently on hold. Flynn says he hopes there will be a way to finish filming the musical, either in person in the spring semester or through Zoom. For now, he sends well wishes to his students and encourages them to show resilience.
As a freelance theater director, I've been working in the business now for over 30 years. We are an industry that is built to roll with the punches. And what we learn is we take what we have and we put our best foot forward and we move forward onto what is next.
Despite the delay in the musical production, the quality of education knows no boundaries. Heather Benton is the Associate Professor and BFA Program Coordinator. She teaches classes in Lifehall that use projectors and other electronics.
Students who have chosen to be only virtual, they're always virtual for every class. And we're using a lot of technology to make this happen.
Benton agrees that this year has been the biggest historical change for the theater industry, and that even in future generations, theater will continue to evolve in a more positive and resilient approach.
Really important for us to document what it is that we're discovering right now, like from a historical point of view, from people, 10 years from now, they're going to want to know, how were you training actors in the middle of a pandemic? And how did you make theater in this time? To have a documentation of that is really important.
Students and faculty look forward to that moment in the future when they will be able to showcase their hard work in person again. For Montclair News Lab, I'm Sarah Adewalu.